Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I wanna talk about another article. HBO is not gonna have more. It's not gonna have boxing on their program no more. They're calling it quits. I know I'm kind of late with this article, but I know one thing is from HBO, something went wrong. Of course, I'm thinking that by me looking at certain things and stuff like that when it comes to HBO boxing, their boxing was great in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s, and I think it got kind of a little they was going off the veering off the path with their boxers that who they was on their card, which European, they was trying to promote more European foreign boxers, I would say, or European boxers, I would say that. Maybe that was it, because these people didn't know how to speak English that well too at the same time, so you can't really like make yourself feel like you could connect with them. The connection would be off, would not be there. You need somebody who could relate to you at the same time. Not maybe I think they was going off of skin color, race too at the same time when they was promoting the European fighters like not Canelo, but he is a white Mexican, but Triple G and I forgot to do Ward beat Sergelev. I forgot his name. If I'm messed up his name, I apologize. But sure. But there's promoting a lot of Russian and Ukrainian fighters, because I remember Lomachenko was on HBO, but then Bob Arum left. Who else left? Mayweather left. That was a real sign that they knew that this HBO was not going to be. They don't want the best for their events, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but maybe it's due to the people who was the commentators. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was them. I think Roy Jones is okay. Max Kellerman and Jim, I don't know. Maybe it was them too at the same time, but the person who runs that section is Peter Nielsen, and it was due because and you know one thing is HBO been in this on the scene for 45 years with when it comes to boxing. You know what I'm saying? So they said HBO officially announced on Thursday that boxing was no longer going to be showcased in the future. Over the last few years, HBO has faced a very stiff competition from Showtime and their unspanning stable of quality fighters. Top Rank has made their mark after leaving HBO, signing a multi-year content deal with ESPN, and international promoter Eddie Hearns of Matchroom left both HBO and Showtime and began an 8-year content deal with streaming device DAZN. And Premier Boxing Champions signed content deals with Showtime and Fox. So everybody went, everybody, promoters and boxers, went their own way to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it was the commentators. I think it was bad staffing and managing, of course, at the same time. And and I remember, and HBO had the best fights at one time. You know what I'm saying? They had who they had? They had, what's that? Thriller in the Vanilla. Rumble in the Jungle, Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman. They had a lot. They had let me see who they had. They had Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao. They had George Foreman versus Michael Moore. Julio Cesar Chavez versus Madrid Taylor. They had what's that? Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvis Hagler. I think it was Margaret Hazard versus Tommy Hearns. They had good fights on their program. You know what I'm saying? And they had, I think it was, they had who's that? Canelo Alvarez versus Miguel Cotto. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, I mean, this is just a. I think they saying they it's no longer going to be on there. I don't think it's going to. I think they're going to. I think, to me, this is just my opinion. I think they will come back eventually. Maybe in another 2 more years, 3 more years, 5 more years. I might be wrong about this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they need to just get some stuff straightened out first and do it the right way and promote the American fighters and maybe people from England, people who speak English. That was the thing too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they wanted to go to another route, and the route they went was not great. You know what I'm saying? They never try to fix it either. So, you know, I guess you can't fix what's broken, whatever. But again, to me, you could have fixed this problem. They just didn't care. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe HBO, the program itself, man. I don't know. I don't think it's that program. HBO is never going to go off the air or whatever. You know, so they got some good movies at the same time, but the sports section was dealing with boxing was not that great at the same time. So I heard a lot of people say they was getting HBO because of the movies content, not the sport content. You know what I'm saying? So you need to hear the people who buy your product, man, and listen to what they saying and listen to your boxers and you know, I guess listen to the promoters too at the same time. So because Bob Arum left, Eddie Hearns left, Al Heyman's not with them no more, of course. So you know, they got different platforms they went to. You know, so this is it's a sad day in boxing dealing with HBO because they got a long history of boxing, man, great boxing. So I guess it's another page that they would have to figure out, or maybe not figure out, don't care no more at the same time. So what do y'all guys think about HBO leaving and not having boxing on their program no more? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the bell icon for new notification for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. Alright, bye.